What's going on, everybody? This your man Lucky. I'm back with another one. Pay attention. This video is for all my guys working on being the best version of yourself, being the most masculine version of yourself. One of the things I always talk about is working out, getting in the gym. As a part of you being a masculine man, you have to be strong. Getting into the gym and working out is very necessary. Masculine men have strength. You got to be strong. One thing as a masculine man that you must be is a protector. If you cannot protect yourself, you cannot protect your family. And I don't care how much getting into the gym and working out you are doing. I don't care how much you can curl or bench press. It doesn't matter what you got on the squat rack or on the leg press. When it comes time to defending yourself, none of that stuff matters, okay? There is a difference between working out in the gym and being strong and being able to defend yourself from a threat. Now listen, I'm not talking about protecting yourself with a weapon, hand-to-hand combat. On my way home, I realized that I didn't have any peanut butter. Anybody that's been subscribed to this channel for a while or has checked out some of my other videos, you've probably heard me say that I love peanut butter. So I knew that I didn't have any peanut butter, and I knew I wanted a protein shake when I got home. So I stopped at Walmart to pick up some peanut butter. Now, let me tell you what happened. As I'm walking down the aisle, I noticed halfway down the aisle on the right-hand side, the side that I'm walking down, the right-hand side, there's a pallet full of whatever, I don't know. Right next to the pallet on the left-hand side is a shopping cart. So the pallet is in my way, but the shopping cart can be moved. So now as I'm walking, there's a young lady on the other side of the pallet. And as I approach, she moves the shopping cart out of the way. So I go onto the left side to walk past the pallet. As I walk past the pallet and the young lady, I looked over to her and I said, thank you. And I kept walking. So now I'm halfway down the aisle. I've passed the pallet. I said, thank you to the young lady. She's behind me. Now, as I'm approaching the peanut butter is at the end of the aisle on the right-hand side. I noticed that there's a man walking towards me. He's on the left-hand side, on my left-hand side, which is his right side. So basically, we're walking towards one another in the same lane, right? So I move back over to the right-hand side because there's nothing in my way, and the peanut butter is on the right-hand side. So as I'm walking toward the guy, I just have it's just a funny vibe, man. It's just a funny kind of frequency. So I looked over at the dude, and when I looked over at him, he's looking at me like, so, you know, I kept walking. I really didn't pay them any attention, but now I'm on alert. You know what I'm saying? Why is this dude looking at me like that, right? So now in my mind, I'm like, well, maybe, I don't know, the dude recognized me, or maybe, you know, I don't know. I don't know many people. I don't have a lot of friends and stuff like that. I'm not social out here where I'm at. And so I decided to just look again because I pay attention to my surroundings. And, you know, when somebody's looking at me like that, you know, I'll just feel some type of way, and I got to make sure that I'm safe. So as we got closer, I just kind of glanced over his direction, and we're closer to one another now, and he's still looking at me like, you know what I mean? So we walk past each other, no issue. I'm looking at the peanut butter. I pick up my peanut butter. Now, like I said, the peanut butter was at the end of the aisle. So I'm at the end of the aisle. As I'm looking at the peanut butter, I look over to my right. So now he's talking to the young lady who moved the shopping cart out of my way. So now in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe that's his old lady. You know, he saw me speak to her. Maybe he thought I was trying to holler at her or something like that. And so he's looking at me like, yo, back off. That, you know what I'm saying? Look, I said 2 words to the young lady. I said, thank you, kept it moving. I didn't smile at her. You know, none of that. I was like, thank you, kept moving. I don't even think she responded. I think she just moved the cart. I said, thank you, that was it. So now 2 people walk past me, and then they walk towards where the guy and the girl is standing. Now, I'm at the end of the aisle. It would have taken nothing for me to just grab the peanut butter and just go out of that end of the aisle and, you know, walk to the register and pay for my stuff. But me being me. Now, look, guys, I'm not aggressive. I don't go out here looking for trouble or anything like that. But when I'm in my full masculinity, I don't know. It was just something wasn't right. And it was a little, I guess, unsettling for me. Okay, I like to know where I'm at with who at all times. So because that interaction between me and this guy, it just seemed like it was something, or maybe it's just me. I don't know. I had to turn back around and walk all the way back down that aisle, past where the guy is standing, the girl that I spoke to, and then the other two girls that were now standing around there. I had to walk back. It was just something in me, okay? So now I turn around, I'm walking back that direction. So as I'm walking that direction, I look over at the guy, and he's still staring at me with the same so now I'm like, okay, here we go. Once I look at him, I see he's looking at me. I lock eyes on him, So as I'm walking up to him, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of turning my head, I'm looking at him, he looking at me the whole time. So it's still a crazy interaction, but in my mind, I'm already holding the jar of peanut butter, okay? I'm gonna rock him with this jar of peanut butter. Not on the aggressive side, but on the defense side. If this dude try to come at me, that little jar of peanut butter is now, I'm using it to my advantage. We locked eyes. I walked past him. He didn't say anything to me. I didn't say anything to him. Once I got past him, we unlocked eyes or whatever. I kept moving. I don't know if once I walked past him, he turned around and kept looking at me. I don't know because, I didn't look back. Now, that could have been a dangerous situation for me, but, with me not looking back, not knowing if, the dude was coming for me or something like that. But I didn't want to show like a sign of fear, like, I'm scared if he comes behind me or whatever like that. I just walked past him, had my back to him, and I kept walking. Look, guys, when you are a masculine man, I don't care how much you work out and how much you bench pressing and stuff like that, you're going to have to learn how to protect yourself because you will be tested. I talk a lot about dealing with women, being tested by women and stuff like that, but you will be tested by other men. Guys, you have to know how to protect yourself. And again, I'm talking about hand-to-hand combat, not necessarily on the aggressive side, okay? If you're emotionally mature, 9 out of 10 times, you can talk your way out of certain situations. But once a situation elevates and there's just no more talking, you want to be in a situation where you can defend yourself. Look, if any of you guys ever been in certain situations where, you had to defend yourself, hit me in the comments section and let me know how you handle the situation. Any of you guys that, you know what I'm saying, take defense classes, whether, you guys box or, you do martial arts or whatever it is, hit me up in the comments section and let me know what it is that you do to keep your skills sharp as far as protecting yourself. Now, what me and my friends do, we do what's called slap boxing. We used to do it when we was younger. We just kind of box each other, whatever, every now and then, just to keep our skills on point. But guys, listen to me. All you guys that get in the gym and work out and do all of this kind of stuff, how do you protect yourself? I'm talking about mano a mano. I'm talking about hand-to-hand combat. When was the last time you had to defend yourself? You know what I'm saying? With your hands. Especially for us older guys. When was the last time you actually got into a fight and had to protect yourself? How long ago was it? What are your skills like right now? Your bench press doesn't matter. What are your skills like right now? Guys, listen to me. Part of being a masculine man is being able to protect yourself. Everybody talks about getting in the gym and working out. What about being able to protect yourself? It doesn't matter how strong you are. Some guys, man, get in the gym and work out and they rocked out and everything, but couldn't fight their way out of a wet paper bag if their life depended on it. Guys, you got to be able to protect yourself. As masculine men, we must be able to protect ourselves at all times. Hand-to-hand combat, guys. Take a class or I don't know, I guess watch some YouTube videos. Get out with your cousins, man, your friends, your homeboys, whatever like that, and just slap box. That's what we do. We basically, in a way, kind of fighting each other, but without our fists being closed. Our hands, you know what I'm saying, are wide open, and we just kind of slapping each other. But that's what we do in order to keep our skills up. Guys, when was the last time you had to protect yourself? Masculine men are protectors. That's what we are. You walking around like you protecting your family and all this kind of stuff, but if you got into it, what you gonna do? You have no skills. Anybody could just throw punches, but are you strategic with it? Do you know how to block a punch when somebody? Can you tell their body language what their next move is? Do you know how to use your feet? Do you know how to move in a way that, oh, he's coming this way, so I gotta go this way? You gotta learn how to protect yourself, guys. Masculine men are protectors. If you can't protect yourself, you damn sure can't protect your family. I don't care how big and strong you are. That doesn't, it may scare some people. It might intimidate some people, but those are people who are well in their mind. Those are people who are mentally stable. They may think twice before they say something to you, depending on, your physique or whatever it is. But there's people out here that don't care. They ain't got nothing to live for. You understand what I'm saying? And they're just gonna rock out for whatever reason. It doesn't even have to have anything to do with you. You just so happen to be right where they are when they feel like going into whatever it is they feel like going to. Y'all know these streets out here are crazy. Guys, you gotta learn how to defend yourself. Masculine men are protectors. We know how to defend ourselves. We gotta know how to defend our families, guys. It's one thing to get in the gym. It's another thing to know how to protect yourself. Guys, listen, that was my story. And then, I thought about it, for the rest of the night. I checked out and everything. I thought about it, man. Like, when was the last time I had a real, you know what I'm saying? Hand to hand, fight with somebody. It's been years. What are my skills like? Like, I know how to fight, but when was the last time I actually had a fight and I actually had to implement, these skills in a setting to where it's not a controlled setting where, I'm at my homeboy's house, we in the backyard, or we just out in the street and all our friends are around, we just watching and taking rounds or whatever with one another. Like, I'm just out and about. Think about it, guys. You take your old lady to the movies and somebody come at you some type of way or come at her some type of way and you got to protect her. When was the last time you actually had to do that? Now you're scared because you on stage and everybody's watching, and now you worried about if you're going to take a L in front of her and how she going to feel about it. Man, you don't want to be in that situation, man. Get your skills up, guys. Learn how to protect yourself, man. I don't know, go take a martial arts class or just something like that, man, to get your skills up. I don't care if you shadow box, man. I don't care if you just go to like a boxing club or a boxing gym or something like that, and just box, man. Get a punching bag or just something to protect yourself. Guys, I'm gonna let y'all go on this one, but yeah, man, I just had to get that off my chest because that's crazy. That's what happened. And I thought about it like, man, when was the last time I just went mano y mano? Y'all be good, man. Get y'all skills up because it's getting crazy out here. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good.